pretty short for today, okay? So
Homework.
homework. We'll get to homework. Play a game again today.
Oh,
Maybe the bluffing game again, we'll see. So, my pressure. I don't think my X and Y axis show very well on this stuff. Okay, so we are going to graph exponentials today. We're going to do it in a way that's very simple, okay? We're going to start by graphing this parent function here. And we're going to plug points in on the very first one. That is the only time you're going to plug points in for all of the graphing you're doing with these, okay? Just to look at the parent graph. So if I'm graphing y equals 2 to the x, and I put in -3 for an x, what do I get as a y value? Do you guys remember what negative exponents do? Close. It's 1 over something. Yeah, it's 1 over 8. Okay. Remember, the negative exponent flips it. It doesn't make it negative. It just gives you the reciprocal. And then you cube whatever's there. So if x is -2, what am I going to get? 1/4. Good. What about if x is -1? 1/2. All right, weird one. When x is 0. 1, yeah. When x is 1, 2. When x is 2. When x is 3, it'll be 8. What about when it's 2? 4. Okay. All right. I'm going to plot these points. So -3 1/8, -2 1/4, -1 1/2. Those are all just really close to the x-axis. So -3 1/8, -2 1/4, -1 1/2. I don't know. They're all almost the same point. Okay. Then 0 1, 1 2, 2 4, 4, and 8 isn't really on your grid. Is that vaguely familiar to you from Algebra 2? Like exponential growth? Okay. All right, we plotted all those points, but there's only 2 of them that we are going to use when we graph the rest of our graphs. So the only ones I care about are that one and that one. So every time we will have the point 0 1, and then 1, in our case it's going to be 2, but it's whatever the base is. So right now these are all 2 to some exponent. Okay, if it was 5 to some exponent, you'd have the points 0 1 and 1 5. Okay, so whatever the base is. So those are the only 2 I care about. And then let's fill in domain, range, asymptote, all that good stuff. The first graph there, the parent graph, what is the domain of that? Yeah, -∞ to infinity. What about the range? Okay, is the 0 included or not? No, good. So just 0 to infinity. And I do have a horizontal asymptote. I haven't drawn it on here yet. I'll draw it for you now. Where is it?
0.
Yeah, because you approach 0. So y equals 0. Remember, we write our asymptotes as equations. Okay, so that is your parent graph for exponential. So when we move on graphing these, we're going to start with 2 points from our parent graph, and then we're just going to do whatever the transformation is to those 2 points, and then draw the shape. So we're going to shift, left, right, up, down, do some reflecting if we have negatives. We might do a little bit of vertical stretching. We won't do much with the horizontal part. So let me draw in my X. Okay, so every time I want you to, and you can use different colors if you want, these 2 points must put them on there, okay, so that you can see where your graph starts. So 0, 1, 1 base. I'm going to put 2 dots at 0, 1, 1, 2. Not connecting them. I'm not doing anything else with them. I'm just putting 2 dots. Then I see that this is 2 to the x minus 3. So where's my graph going? Up, down, left, or right? What would you say? Right. Right, how many?
3.
Okay. So all I have to do is take the 2 dots that I have on my graph and count over 3. And there you go. Okay. Three. Your asymptote. By moving to the right, did that change your asymptote at all? No, it's a horizontal asymptote. Moving left and right does nothing to it. So that is still right there on the x-axis. Could you draw the shape now? Okay, it's still the exponential graph following the x-axis. I missed a little bit there. Just make sure it's got that shape of an exponential. These are hefty packets, guys. All right, let's do number 4 together, and then I'll have you try a couple on your own here. All right, so on number 4, what are the 2 points I start with?
0, 1.
0, 1, and 1, 2. Are you guys with me on that? That point will change depending on the base?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where is this graph going now? Up 1. Good. So I'm going to take each dot and move it up 1. Does this impact my horizontal asymptote? Yes, okay. Horizontal, if it moves up, right, your asymptote has to go up as well. So where's my asymptote going to be now? Good, and I forgot to write that on the list. All right, and now we have enough. We can draw our shape. Make sure you draw exponential. What's the domain of this one? What is the domain going to be every single time we're doing an exponential? Yes, it is. Every time. Negative infinity to infinity. All right, what's the range? 1 to infinity. We shifted up 1, so that changes my range. And I'll go back in and fill in number 2 also. All right, does that make sense what we're doing? Start with those 2 points, do the transformation. Okay, I'm going to have you try a couple on your own. Do number 3 for me. 5. And then let's look at 6 and 7. Do you guys see those are the ones with the negatives? Let's just talk about it so you can graph it correctly. On 6, the negative is out in front. What are you reflecting over in that one? Yes, this is going to be reflect over x. And what about number 7 then, since the negative is with the x? Yeah, reflect over y. All right, just going to draw in my x and y's, and then I'll come around and see how you're doing. get your graph drawn, check with your neighbors, see if you guys agree. Share with each other. All right, guys, let's look at them. Okay, so number 3, again, start with those 2 points, 0, 1, 1, 2. Where am I going on this graph? Up, down, left, right. Where am I going? On number 5, yes. We're on number 3, though. Okay. So, yes, you're right when we get to that. So, left 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Does that affect my asymptote? So, your domain is still negative infinity to infinity. Range is still 0 to infinity. Asymptote y equals 0. Okay. All right. Start 0, 1, 1, 2. Griffin, where am I going this time?
Down 3.
Perfect. All right. So where's my asymptote this time? Yeah. Are you guys noticing that the asymptote is just equal to the vertical shift? Okay. Yes. We're down there. Sketch the graph. All right, so domain Still negative infinity to infinity. What's the range this time? What's my range, guys? Negative 3 to infinity. Yes. Okay. All right, so we're fine with just a simple left, right, up, down. That's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do some reflecting. This is where it gets a little weird. Okay, same two dots. All right, I am reflecting over the x-axis. It's because the negative is out in front. That's saying your y values are becoming the opposite. That's why it flips upside down. So 0, 1 will become 0, negative 1. And 1, 2 will be 1, negative 2. So think about what the shape looked like before, and you're reflecting it. Your asymptote hasn't gone anywhere. So there's your graph. Okay. Domain, same as always. What's the range this time, though? Negative infinity to 0. And I know a couple people wrote 0 to negative infinity. You have to write it smallest to biggest. So we have to say from negative infinity to 0. Okay. Asymptote still y equals 0. Questions on 6? Okay. 7, same 2 points. All right, you guys see how now it's the x that's changing sign, so that's why it flips over the y-axis. So 0 cannot change signs, so 0, 1 is still 0, 1. 1, 2 will become negative 1, 2. Your asymptote, again, has not changed. So sketch the shape. No changes here. Negative infinity to infinity, 0 to infinity, y equals 0. Okay. Questions so far? Okay. Let's do just a couple more. We'll do 9 and 12. Okay. So just 2 more. I know I'm skipping over some. Guys, like on number 12 where you've got a reflection and you've got a shift, it's like order of operations. You would multiply before you'd add or subtract. So you'd multiply by that negative 1. You'd reflect first and then you would shift. Okay? So try 9 and 12.
Oh, wait, oh.
You see the difference? Yeah. Okay, guys, let's look. Walking around, it looked like you guys did a good job on 9. You're going left 2 and down 4. So that asymptote's down there at y equals -4. Sketch. And then your range this time, -4 to infinity. Okay there? Okay, 12 is the weird one, right? You got this negative going on. So, the negative out in front, realize that the first thing that's going to happen is that it's going to look like number 6, like it gets flipped over the x-axis. So your graph is now going in like a different direction than it was initially. Then you shift it up 3. So you can even do it in 2 steps if you need to. So here's my reflection. And then red dots will be my final answer here. I'll go up 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. That is a terrible one. That's the shape. Okay. Does that make sense to you guys? You should reflect first and then do the shifting. All right, so domain, again, -infinity to infinity. Range this time, -infinity to 3. Asymptote at y equals 3. Okay. All right. We're going to practice a few of these. So guys, go ahead and get out a whiteboard for me. We'll do our bluffing game again. The answers aren't multiple choice this time, so you guys won't be able to cheat as much as you did last time.
What the no?
All right, guys, so you need your whiteboard out. Let's see, I gotta be comfortable. Okay, we'll split down the middle again. Mark, you're going this way, okay?
No,
I know.
you're joking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you admire this?
Oh,
Oh, Colin, now that's just awkward. I'll scooch away from Mark. You can go sit by Tanner if you want to. Well, today, your today is a concern.
I'm straight up broken.
Okay, you can go sit over there. That's okay. Okay, guys. So you remember you're gonna do the problem on your whiteboard.
Do you want?
It's a little different than last time because you haven't done them ahead of time.
Are we ready?
You guys are left. It's as I'm facing you, and I even wrote it like right and left this time, so I won't mess it up. So let's say we start on the left side. I'll give you the graph to do. Everybody should be doing it. When I say it's time to stand up, you can either bluff and hope that I don't call on you if you don't know what you're doing, or you can just stand. And I promise I won't like be looking at your whiteboards going, oh, she's standing up and she doesn't know it. Okay, I will not do that. If I call on you though, you got to show me the board, and if it's right, then you guys get the points. Otherwise, the other team can steal for half the points. Yes? Okay. First one, we'll go with left side gets to go first today. All right, let's graph. Actually, we won't make it two. We'll switch bases on you guys. 5 to the x minus 1 minus 4. I suppose I should do these so I know what answer you're supposed to choose. Make sure I can see your asymptote, okay? No, but hopefully I can just tell what's happening. Show that, like, draw in an asymptote so I can see that. That'll help me. All right, guys, left side, stand up if you think you've got it. I think it was 13 people, so everybody's up. Julie, know what you get. Perfect. All right, guys, so that was a shift right 1 and down 4. Okay, your asymptote ended up being all the way down here at -4, and you were like here and there, actually. Okay. Okay, good start. Right side. I'll try to make them equal difficulty too. I won't like throw really hard things in one. Three to the x plus 4 plus 3. Remember, everybody should do it in case you can steal. this one you were shifting left 4 up 3, so your vertical, or I'm sorry, your horizontal asymptote ended up at 3. There. Hopefully actually hit your points. Okay. Alright, now I can make them trickier. Now we practice, right? Alright, let's see how you guys do with this one. No, we didn't do one of these. This is for the left side, I know. Think about what that's doing. I would give the right side the same question. See if you can figure it out. We'll give you a little bit of time here. Right side, you should be doing it too. Definitely, I think steal is a possibility on this one. Not doubting the left side's abilities at all here. Okay. Okay, left side, stand up. I think you got it, or if you just want to pretend you got it. Alright, let's see. Terrific. Right side, anybody think you got it? Natalie? Anna? Or anybody on your side can answer. Who's most confident?
Say,
Rather confident? Close, but not quite. Okay, let's talk about this one. So I know I threw a bit of a curveball at you. Okay, so initial 2 points. 0, 1, 1, 2, right? Okay. If it was just a negative in front, you'd know what to do with it, right? But it's a -3. What this does is you have to multiply y values, and you can do it all at once, by -3. So it's essentially a flip and a vertical stretch by 3. So what that means, if you think about this point, 0, 1. Well, what's 1 times -3? -3. So 0, -3. And then this one was 1, 2. So that's going to become 1, -6. Okay? And I think you did the 6. You just forgot the 3. So I'm going to add 1. There we go. So it's just a stretched out vertically kind of graph. Okay? Are we okay with that? We're going to do another one kind of like that, okay? All right. So when the coefficient is out in front, you're multiplying those y values, okay? All right, so we're back to right side now, right? 2. We'll make it, okay, I'll be nice. We'll just do that. And then, try that, guys. So right side, it's yours, but left side, you could steal. Alright, it's left side's turn, right? Okay, so we don't need any math injuries, okay? Okay, left side, let's stand up and see. Right side, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot which side it was, thanks. Okay, right side, stand up. Good try, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go up Thomas Michael. Okay, so you've got to stretch by 2 and shift it to the right 2. So you guys can have it. Ready. So let's just go through it. So I know it's throwing curveballs at you with the 2s this round. All right, so those are my 2 initial points, right? So if I stretch by 2 first, 0, 1, what is that going to become? 0, 2, yeah. And what about 1, 3? What will that become? Yeah, 1, 6. 6. Then just move those points over to asymptote has not changed. There you go. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. All right, we'll give left side a chance to catch up. One more with you guys. All right. We'll do 2 again. 5. No, 4, because 5's really big. To the negative x. Left side's turn. Last one, guys. Question?
Large.
Oh, stretch? Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody make sure you're doing it, in case you can steal. Is that like a happy dance back there? Is that an I know what I'm doing in math dance? I like it. We need more of that. last minute erasing. All right, left side, stand up. I can't stand up. I just can't. I can't. Okay. John.
Good.
Alright. So I realized they got one more turn than the right side did, so that's not fair. That's... Alright, let's go through it real quick. Alright, so 0, 1, 1, 4. Those are your initial points, right? If I do my reflecting first, the negative x turns it into those green dots, right? Then I'm multiplying y values by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8. It's like this really tall, skinny graph. Alright, we doing okay with this? Graphing not bad at all? Okay, good. We're going to talk about homework here in a second, but next class, realize, is your formative assessment on Standard 5, which is just graphing. And it's the retake, I believe, on Standard 4, okay, which we got back today. So, for Standard 5, look, I don't want you to do all of them. Let's see. Guys, you'll notice Standard 5 homework is all base 3. So let's get three, 5, and 9. Just to cut a few out there for you. Okay. All right.